She was found shot to death inside her own home, and it's been nearly 30 years since Linda Bissell's death was ruled a homicide. Decades later, detectives are considering giving the unsolved murder another look. Here's I-Team reporter Christina Williams with Case Files.
Friday afternoon, September 6, 1996, police receive a 911 call of a woman dead in a home on Finley Street. Detectives say Linda Bissell was shot and killed inside her own home. Linda's son says he returned and found his mother dead in a bedroom.
It was pretty evident pretty quickly that it was more than just a natural death. He noted seeing some wounds around the facial and head area consistent with a gunshot wound, and also some spent cartridges in the area.
Police say the woman was shot multiple times in the middle of the day. Detectives say that morning, multiple family members saw Bissell. Linda's son, Brian, says he left the house at 9 that morning and returned in the afternoon. Linda's mother was also at the house that day and left around 11. Reporting to police, there was no indication anything was wrong. So what's the motive? Police reports from the time of the murder paint a picture of a tangled web of relationships and instances where Linda was threatened. Just 2 weeks before her death, she purchased a .25 caliber semi-automatic handgun from a pawn shop. Reports indicate whoever killed her may have used her own gun to commit the crime. To this day, the murder weapon is missing. Detectives interviewed dozens of people, and there were multiple potential suspects, but the case was never solved.
Do you still have persons of interest in this case?
The way it stands, there are still persons of interest. I don't know that would necessarily be suspects.
Lieutenant Andrew Welch with the Findlay Police Department says while the officers who worked the case have all retired, the unsolved murder of Linda Bissell remains open.
Are you actively investigating it or no?
It's if there's ever any information that were to come up, if the name, the victim's name, Linda Bissell, ever comes up in an outside investigation or somebody comes forward saying they have more, we're always more than willing to have a detective come out and speak with somebody.
With no new leads, detectives are considering using the state crime lab and new technology to take another look. Boxes of written and physical evidence are still intact.
At this point, it may take just combing over the old files, seeing if maybe there was something that was missed. Maybe we do find an item that was not necessarily overlooked, but at the time there wasn't a test to be run on it or any information to be gained from it. So I think us looking into that, looking into the file, seeing what that is, maybe a good step for us.
In the meantime, police are asking anyone with information to come forward.
You know, it's been nearly 30 years, and people change. People sometimes want to get things off their chest. So if there's any of that, that's always something we're willing to listen to.
With this week's Case Files, Christina Williams,